One thing here I just want to highlight here, just to kind of this article, it's talking about mitochondrial function and infections in the gut because we're kind of talking about mitochondrial and energy post illness. That could be a viral illness. It could also be a gut illness, right? Because it's talking right here, even virus have dedicated virulence factors and talks about downstream of an infection. It's fascinating that a plethora of immune responses, but be it against viruses, bacteria, or LPS. LPS is lipopolysaccharides or endotoxin. This can come from H. pylori. This can come from SIBO or dysbiotic bacteria. And they strongly impact the mitochondria, which is really, really important because they're toxic. They kind of throw a monkey wrench in how the FADH and the NAD is kind of moving around the Krebs cycle, collecting hydrogens and then bringing it into the electron transport chain. And it talks about governed by the mitochondria, can be translated into active therapeutics to boost immunity against pathogens to over immune responses under control in the case of inflammatory disorders. So essentially, the more you have these infections there, the more inflammation your immune system creates. The more inflammation your immune system creates, that can actually impact your mitochondria. Again, when you have a lot of these illnesses, it's not just the stress from the illness, it's the immune response from your own immune system that creates inflammation that can actually disrupt your energy pathway. So sometimes you're just fighting against yourself. And so using nutrients to help modulate the immune response, i.e., glutathione, vitamin D, vitamin C, right? Really important nutrients there. I'd also say you can do things like curcumin or resveratrol as well, can have immune modulating effects. These are powerful. So it's good to kind of get your immune system in check. Most people that are having longer term, we call it kind of long haulers type issue, it's typically their immune system has over responded and it's just creating so much inflammation. So here, this illness, they're no longer testing positive for whatever this illness is, and they're prolonged 2-3 months out, and they're feeling like crap still. It's because they really didn't get their immune system's inflammatory cascade in check afterwards.
Yeah, well said. So, a couple comments. Number one, you can improve your energy by simply fixing your gut. And that's exactly what that data is showing. And that's exactly what you and I have seen and done clinically hundreds and hundreds of times. People that were exhausted coming in, we give them a gut protocol, sometimes not even giving them energy supplements because on paper they look good. And all of a sudden their energy level doubles. And all we did is fix their gut. So, that's number one comment. And then the number two comment is that people need to stop waiting for some illness like this to take them down before they take this stuff serious. I mean, you and I are all about preventative approaches, meaning getting your mitochondria, your gut, your brain chemistry, getting all that stuff optimized now so that you're a warrior on a daily basis. So that when you do come across something like this, and there probably will be more things like this that you do get exposed to, you're ready and you're able to handle it. And you're not coming in so sick and looking for this emergency therapy at the end stage. It's some cases it's too late. I think a lot of times you can turn it around, but you should have been working on your health years ago before you got to this stage.